Years after becoming Warden of Tor Yuris, Eltharion would fight in the defense of Anlek, bordering the Dark Elf territory of Naggarond. Defeated and captured by Malekith, the Witch King took great pleasure in torturing and blinding the legendary High Elf. As a message, the Dark Lord sent the tormented hero back to Ulthuan as an example of his great cruelty and hatred. The loss of his sight did not deter Eltharion. While other High Elves felt pity for their lost elfin cousins of Naggarond, Eltharion hated them. He despised them, and he would not let the loss of his sight stop him from embracing that feeling of hatred. Training with the greatest sword masters, some of my favorite units in the world that was, Eltharion learned to use his other senses to wield his blade with deadly efficiency. With the sword masters under his command and the white sword of Hoeth in hand, he pushed his army into aiding the Everqueen Elariel from a dark elf invasion on the Inner Kingdom. Blind, he faced off against a dark elf assassin known as Shadowblade and survived the battle. Somehow, and sometime after this siege, Eltharion regained his sight and was more deadly than he ever had been before. During the end times, Eltharion led an expedition into Sylvania to face off against the vampire threat of Manfred von Karstein and the necromancer Archon the Black, who were trying to resurrect Nagash. On this mission, he vowed to save Aliathra, the Everchild, the firstborn of Elariel. Eltharion fought his way to her side to save her from the grim ritual, but was immediately disintegrated by Archon, another soul to be claimed by the great Nagash. But not all souls burn as bright as Eltharion's. He would not be a soul claimed by the god of death. His soul drifted in the void for millennia, until it was found by his former ally Teclis, now known as the Mage God.